Hello everyone. The title of today's lecture is Domain, Codomain and Range. We want to understand these three concepts, basically the outline of today's lecture. In order to understand this outline, we need some prior knowledge or there is some prerequisites which are mentioned here. You should have first a notion or some idea of a relation, and second is what is the Cartesian product. So if you are watching this video directly, so do refer to the previous videos. Fine. So and there is some important information which is given to us in order to understand the outline. So what is the information given to us? The first information is that we are given two non-empty sets. We are given two sets which are non-empty. It means they have some elements and we are calling them by A and B. So two non-empty sets A and B are given. Second is a relation R from set A to set B. That is, we are given a relation whose notation which we are choosing is capital R and which is defined from these two, from the first set A to set B. Now let's start with today's lecture and try to understand first what is the domain. So we are given this relation capital R, which is a collection of the ordered pairs A and B, where the first element A was an element from this capital set capital A, and the second element small b was some element coming from the second set capital B. And here I have just used these graphical notation which I will be using later in order to give you clarity regarding the elements from which set they are coming. Fine. So, and there is one note which we have to again understand, that which I already explained, that my this A's are coming from the set capital A and my B are coming from the set capital B. Fine. Now what is this domain basically? This domain we are now defining in relation, in context of this relation capital R. This relation. This is a relation which was defined from set A to set B. Fine. So this domain of this relation R is nothing but to collect. What you collect, you make a collection of all those first elements A, of these first elements. Fine. We can make it a bit small. Yeah. Like this. So make a collection of all the first elements. Basically collect all these elements. Now, what is the second outline which you want to understand was range. What was the second outline? What is the range of this relation R? Is the collection of all the second elements. You collect all the second elements. And what are again those second elements? All those B's which are coming in the relation in the form of ordered pairs. So collect all those B's out of the ordered pairs which are an element of this relation. Fine. So if you collect all those second element, then that is your range. And now the third outline which you want to understand was what is the codomain. What is the codomain? Codomain again of the relation R, and it is completely the second set. This one. This was your codomain. So the whole set B is called the codomain of the relation R. Fine. So we have understood all the three outlines, and now let's take an example to get a good clarity. So now let's try to understand an example. If you see now, I have filled these sets with some elements. I am calling this set A, which is consisting of these four elements from 1, 2, 3, 4, and similarly I have filled the set with these 6 elements, 1, 2, 6. Now I am defining a relation from set A to a set B by this notation R. And how it is defined? I am collecting all those ordered pairs A, B, where my B is 1 greater than A, and my A is coming from the set capital A, and my B is an element again from the second capital B. I am interested in choosing these ordered pairs to satisfy this problem. So it's quite easy. What are the possible choices of this A which you can make from here. Here are the possible choices. So if you choose your A to be 1, then the B will be 1 plus 1, which is 2. If you choose now, take all the possibilities of A which you can take from the set A. So these are the possible choices. Corresponding, you will get B in the form of, if you fix 2, then here 2 plus 1 which is 3, here it will be 4, and finally here B will be 5. Observe now, all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 are again an element from the set A which we have chosen, and these B, 2, 3, 4, 5 are present here. These are here. So if I now collect all these in the form of ordered pairs, if now I collect all these elements in the form of ordered pairs, what I get? What we get? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 and 4, 5 finally. 3, 4 and 4 and 5. We are making a collection. And this collection is precisely, if I now run this one, these elements which you have just collected are the elements of this relation R to satisfy this. So this is my R. This collection is my R. Now I am interested in finding the domain, codomain and range of the relation R. I ask you to pause the video and try to first find it yourself. Give me the three quick answers. What are this? Domain of R and range of R. First, please answer me these two. Pause the video and try it yourself. Okay, now let's answer what are these two. Domain was defined as a collection of all the first elements of the ordered pair in the relation. So all the first elements, choose all the first elements. These are the first element 1, 2, 3 and 4. Collect all these elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a domain now. The range is the collection of all the second elements from the relation 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. And you know what is the codomain. This is very simple. The set B itself. So I am not writing that. Now here there are some observations which we can make. Observations. The first observation is, if you observe this set 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a range, can't I write it like? Can I write it like this? Pause the video and try to think it once. Yes, we can of course write, because the set is a subset of the original set B. You can think, which is quite easy. So this is true here, but it is also true in general. That what is this true? That your range of the relation, range of this relation, if I am calling it R, then it's always a subset of the codomain. This is the observation which we made. It's always in general. So range is always a subset of the codomain. The second thing is that range is also often sometimes called as image, collection of images. So what images of what? Images of the first element. This is the first element. So this is the second kind of a remark I want to give, that this image, the range is called an image of the second element. So we understood the outline, that what was domain, what is the range of a relation, and finally what it is codomain. So in the coming video we will be moving forward with the very fundamental concept in this chapter, which is function, which is very most important. So go through the description and find some important relevant links which can help you in making this course more easy for you, and just do share about the initiative among your friends, and please do subscribe the channel, and some important information will be coming to you shortly in the coming videos. So stay tuned and thanks so much for that.